Hey, Eric.
Hey,
Knock, knock.
who's there?
Ah,
Ah, who?
oh, Werewolf London.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hey, horror sci-fi fans. Drew here with Eric Wright again.
Hey,
Um, we're doing a last-minute video. We're kind of last-minute video to make up for the fact that we couldn't do the split screen for the
couldn't
light.
figure it out.
Yeah, we could
It's
not
okay.
figure it out. Took me an hour to figure it out. Couldn't figure it out. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. We'll do another video.
Yep.
So today we're gonna do our top 13 favorite songs to listen to during the Halloween season. Kind of like spooky songs, maybe songs from like a horror movie or that got popular in a horror movie. But before we do that, what kind of since it's October, let's talk about some horror movies that we've been watching, like some highlights.
Highlights. Let's see. What have I watched recently? I watched Halloween Kills.
Oh, did you like it?
You know, it's not what I expected it to be coming off of 2018, the 2018 one. But I think it is a perfect sequel if you look at it in terms of like Halloween sequels. So like if you look at it, if you look at like the 2018 one is sort of like a spiritual successor to the original 78, where there's like it's moody and there's like minimal kills and
Yeah, well, and I like
and
how they went back to the 78 one in kills.
right. But but like Halloween Kills is feels more like 2, 3, and 4 like mashed together into like
I
one.
wouldn't see that. I felt like they felt more like a Friday the 13th.
Okay, I could see that too.
Like Michael Myers, like he fucked some people up.
He did not take it. He took names this Halloween.
So
Uh,
well, yeah, the same Halloween technically.
right, same Halloween. Yeah. Which I'm interested to see where it goes because apparently now the last one, which was originally supposed to be it's still Halloween Ends, but it was originally supposed to be all on the same night, has now going to take place like 4 years later, from what I read today.
It's gonna most in COVID, which is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, I was surprised that Judy Greer died in that movie. I thought
Spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's been out for a week, so yeah. Screw you guys.
If you have Peacock, you should definitely check it out. It's worth the free Peacock. What now?
Did you watch it on Peacock?
I did. I didn't get to go to the theaters to see it.
I am going to the theater. It's worth it.
Yeah, we have free Peacock through like Xfinity. Like we have Xfinity internet, and so like they give us free Peacock, and so I'm like, I guess I'm gonna watch it that way.
Yeah, I would have like for that kind of movie, I would have go to the theater to watch it. But yeah, some movies I've been watching. I watched Alien last night. Classic. I watched Maniac Cop, which was pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen Maniac Cop. It's got Bruce Campbell. It's hard to go wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know he was in it until I saw the opening credits.
Yeah, he's basically the lead.
Yeah, he was really good. They're remaking it. I think that'd be pretty interesting. I want to see I want to see like more of like his wife's point of view.
Right.
Sorry if I sound too quote unquote woke by that comment, but I do. You only got like Bruce Campbell's like side of that whole thing. I want to see like more, and you can kind of balance it out, but.
Oh yeah, I mean, she just like they completely brush over her. I guess that wasn't the story they were trying to tell then, but
Yeah, I mean, the two sides.
See all of it.
To every story. There are multiple sides to every story.
Of course.
Yeah. What else did I see? I saw this really like fucking batshit insane anthology movie called Scare Package.
Oh yeah, I've seen Scare Package.
Yeah, dude, that part when they're in the segment they're in the woods, like I fucking died laughing.
Oh, the first one where like the guy's melting is like, "Don't touch me," or all that. Perfect. That's a perfect
I like the
segment.
part when I like the part when the killer is squeezing the nerdy guy to death, and he's like, "Wow, you're deceptively strong."
Mm-hmm. So good. That one and the killer. I forget what it's called. Like the killer.
Oh, when they keep blowing him up.
Yeah, they end up blowing him up at the end. Like that one's super fun. And then the wraparound story, I thought was fun. Which usually the wraparound story is like lame.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough anthology movies to really know.
All of the VHS wraparound stories are terrible, and most of them are just like someone telling stories.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think my favorite part is when the guy keeps trying to get a job at the video store, like goes up to the to the new guy. He's like Asian and his Han, and he said, what do you call I can't remember what the whole joke was. What do you call like golden sours, or when you get a golden sours? And he said, Goldie Hawn. That was so bad.
It's good. It's good though. Everyone should check it out. Check out Scare Package.
I remember when they got to the feminist like revenge part, like when they stood, when they stood like the title. Okay, I'm thinking to myself, this is either gonna be like really like a really clever like satire on like modern day feminism, and I'm a feminist. I'm not like a man hating like feminist. Just to let you guys know, but I don't like the whole man hating. I thought it was gonna be like a commentary on that kind of feminism, or it's gonna be so freaking heavy-handed with this message that I want to like freaking kill myself, basically, or kill myself, but slam my head on the wall. But it was just weird. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, there were. I mean, with all anthology movies, some are better than others. It's there's. I can't say that there is a perfect anthology film out there. Maybe there's one on Shudder right now called Mortuary Tales. Have you seen that?
Never heard of it. I'll give you a perfect one.
Good.
I'll give you a perfect one.
Okay.
I haven't seen a whole lot, so I don't have a lot to compare. Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat's a really good one. So
I mean, but that's all. One of them are good in my opinion.
Right. And I think that one is, and this is the same with like Mortuary Tales, I think is that it's all directed by one person versus like each segment is directed by a different person. So everything feels cohesive and like, and all of it kind of clicks together nicely.
Right. This isn't exactly a horror movie, but I went to go see the new Bond movie.
I haven't seen it yet. How is it?
It was pretty good.
Okay.
It was a good enough send off. I would have done things a little bit differently.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of go back. No spoilers, but they kind of go back to like Casino Royale a little bit in the beginning, like the pre-title sequence to when he's kind of tying the knot with Vesper Lynn. I wanted a little bit more of that. I wanted at least one more sequence, like in the movie where about Vesper, because I felt like they did that scene and then like no mention of her ever again. That the whole movie. Blofeld from the last ones in here. Wanted more with them. Because that connection. I don't know if you saw the last one.
I've seen them,
yeah. Like they're basically like step brothers.
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit more of that. And then I wish the villain played by Rami Malek could have had a lot more impact on the story. And he was good in the movie. He definitely had like a menacing presence to him. I just wanted more from him. And there's this whole secret that he was going to reveal, and they kept teasing it. And I'm like, and then when it got to it, I'm like, oh, this is kind of lame. I was expecting something a little more impactful.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, I've been on the fence about it. I haven't seen it yet. I didn't know if it would be worth the 2 hour and 45 minute runtime, which
Yeah,
seems
if
a
you
little
like
excessive
action
for a
movies,
Bond movie.
yeah, if you like action movies for sure, and you like
Hmm.
seeing them in the theater, like
Hmm.
this is like a good one to go see.
Okay.
But there are some
All right.
parts that are a little bit too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a lot of my highlights. I can't really think of anything else right off the top of my head that I saw that I really liked.
Yeah. That's about
Dennis,
it for me too.
yeah, Dennis Green Marathon.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the first one in
Oh,
the
I did
theater.
watch. That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that in a long time. I need to check it. I need to give it another watch. It's Halloween.
The first Scream is like a merely tradition Scream.
Oh yeah, no, first Scream, perfect.
Yeah, well, and that's the
I'm interested
thing.
to see what 5 is like because the
Yeah.
5th one's coming out. So I don't know.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I think the killer is gonna be it's gonna be Stu.
You think so?
Yeah, because if you remember in the first
Huh.
one, Sidney
Mm-hmm.
drops the TV on his head, and then they
Mm-hmm.
release a picture of Matthew Lillard, and he's like all cut up and scarred.
Maybe so.
It have to be Stu. I feel like,
I thought he died.
yeah,
Huh. All right. Okay. That's a good
yeah,
guess. I have no idea.
yeah. Another side note: did you see the new Batman trailer?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Good?
What the hell, man?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch anything. I watched Halloween Kills. That's about it.
No, it looks really good. Like I'm excited
Okay.
for this.
I'm excited to see it because I liked I forget what his name is. Who's the director?
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves. I really love the Planet of the Apes reboots, and
Mm,
I liked most of the remake of Let the Right One In.
yeah. I got to tell you a funny story real quick, and then we'll get to our top 13 ones, even though we're
Okay.
calling as much as we can.
Right.
So I watched Midnight Mass.
Mm-hmm.
Got to the third episode, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this a little bit, and then I'm gonna watch the Florida LSU game because it's a
Mm-hmm.
big game, and I'm a Florida fan.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So it gets to the end of the third episode, and it leaves it on a cliffhanger. I'm like, okay, forget that the game. I'm watching.
Right. Gotta keep watching. Yep.
So then I'm scrolling my emails, see that DC's doing the fandom. Totally forgot about it. I'm like, okay, I'll check on to see where they at. Keep going back and forth, and they kept teasing that Batman was gonna come out. Was gonna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, they're gonna see this as the last thing, obviously, because that's the thing that
Oh yeah.
everybody's waiting for.
Right.
So I think the last 20 minutes, I'm like, okay, Midnight Mass is put on hold. Batman.
And luckily, it's only like a 3-minute trailer, right? Like
Yeah.
you can power through that real quick.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Colin Farrell's the Penguin in this movie.
I did see a photo of him as the Penguin, and I did not recognize him. I thought it was just some British actor, and I was just like, whoa.
Here's what I thought they were gonna do. I thought it was gonna be kind of like how he normally looks, like in everyday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe like a prosthetic nose and like a fat suit, and maybe some scarring. Make him give him that gangster look. I thought he was gonna have like his regular natural hair and maybe like some some of the facial hair. I thought it was gonna be the classic like Colin Farrell look. I didn't know they're gonna go full like makeup.
Did not recognize him. I'll be honest, I did not recognize him. I hope he does well as the character. It's probably hard to hack through. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, well, there's different approaches you can go with the Penguin. The classic is like the gentleman, what he originally was, and that's
got the cigar. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how like Burgess Meredith was in the Adam West series, and then in the animated series, kind of gentlemanly like. You can go kind of animalistic with him, like in the Gotham series, or with Danny DeVito. And they also kind of gone like he's like a British comedy, kind of like in the Arkham games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
I remember the part in like Arkham City when you're trying to go into this room and he stole Mr. Freeze's freeze gun and he shoots him with it. He's like pissed off, Batman. But this one they're kind of different. I guess they're gonna go more like a thug mob.
I guess so, yeah. It
Yeah,
would seem that way. He does seem very very organized crime
yeah,
esque in
yeah. And
what photos
yeah,
I've seen.
yeah. And when you see this trailer, like he has a very kind of like New York accent. Like there's this part when like Batman's taking out like all his thugs in like his in this club, and then like Penguin comes in and he's like, "Whoa, what's it, sweetheart?" They're kind of like a
That
Chicago,
is
New
not
York
the
kind of
accent
thing.
I expected. All
Yeah, but
right,
it's kind of like a
I
New
gotta
York
watch it
kind of
now.
Chicago kind of guy.
Okay, all right, done.
But
I'll check it out as soon as we get off of here.
yeah, yeah. So anyways, enough shooting the shit. Let's get on with this fucking list.
Let's do it.
Yep, I'll let you go first.
All right. Are we
I'm just
doing?
gonna let you know.
I created. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to let you know real quick. Anytime like a hard rock or metal song is gonna get missing, I'm gonna do the double horns.
Okay, do it for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see before we get going. I'm gonna start before we get going. I'm interested to see how many of ours like connect up and
Yeah.
like how many of them and where they're at on the list.
Yeah, because this isn't as inclusive as like Stephen King.
Right. So for my number 13, it's all the way at the bottom, but I still love the song. And it's not necessarily a horror song, or it's not necessarily a song about Halloween, but it is a song about death, and it's called Country Death Song by the Violent Femmes.
The Violent Femmes, they did Blister in the Sun, right?
Yeah. This is off an album after that. That's it. This is off a song album right after that, and it's about a guy. It's about a father who has nothing else to do, so he kills his children, throws them in a well, and it's just a 5-minute song about death.
Dude, that's like some Grimm fairy tale kind of shit right there.
Right. It's pretty amazing. You should check it out. I made a Spotify playlist. We'll share it in the comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a playlist on my YouTube so people can listen to these songs because I don't want to like play the song and get a copyright thing.
Of course. Right, of course.
Yeah. My number 13, if you ever seen the movie Scream, it played at the very beginning, just the first song played, and that's gonna be a cover of the classic rock icon "Don't Fear the Reaper" by Gus Black.
Nice.
Nice. I love this version because it's a really beautiful song about not fearing death. You know, we're gonna be, it's about this man singing this song about his love toward his lover, saying that like in the afterlife we're gonna be together like Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, and I love the Blue Oyster Cult version. I'm actually a pretty big Blue Oyster Cult fan. I think they're a really good like classic like 70s rock band.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those situations where when they say if a song is the true nature of a good song is when you strip it back, and you just really listen to the lyrics. And I think you really get that here with the Gus Black version.
I agree. That's a good choice for number 13.
And it's played during like a really intimate moment in Scream.
Where does it play at in Scream?
At the very beginning, after Drew Barrymore dies, when Billy sneaks into Sydney's room and they start making out.
Yeah, that is good. I need to watch Scream again.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah. So what's your number 12?
Number 12 is a song straight from the 80s. It's a song a lot of people don't think of. It's not necessarily like a horror song, but it could be pretty creepy. And it is Somebody's Watching Me by Rocky.
Nice.
I love this song because it's like solid 80s vibes. It's got a lot of like just weird imagery about this guy who's paranoid that somebody's watching him from afar, and it's a lot of fun to put on for like a Halloween party or just to have fun around the house. That's it.
Yeah, does it? Michael Jackson sings that part, right?
Oh, does he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he does.
My goodness. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I love the part when the breakdown when like the person's asking him who's watching you, and then
Who's watching you now?
Yeah, the CIA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So good.
Yeah, my number 12. It's featured in another pretty famous horror movie, and that's Dark Knight of the Blasters.
I don't think I know this one.
Yeah, it's after Clooney and Tarantino. It's from Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn, okay.
Yeah, it's after Clooney and Tarantino robs that rest stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they're on their way to Mexico, and the song played then.
Oh, nice. This isn't Tito and the Tarantulas, is it?
No,
they come later. They're later.
Yeah. This is the Blasters.
Man, I need to watch From Dusk Till Dawn again.
Yeah. I really like this song. It's kind of a cool, kind of sexy, kind of like slow, like kind of rock song that you really like blast in your car when you're driving to work, or you're going somewhere like in October. Get that really creepy kind of the creepy feeling that I like it.
Nice.
What's your number 11?
Number 11, and I'm surprised this is as low as it is on the list, but it is a little something called Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr. Which everyone knows. Which he got sued and lost his Grammy because Huey Lewis.
Got Grammy drug.
Yeah, but it's still a classic. It's Ghostbusters is one of my favorite movies. And I love Ghostbusters. It's a perfect like big budget popcorn movie with.
I would put Ferris Bueller up there for me. I'm a favorite comedy. Yeah, I would go.
It's maybe not my favorite comedy, but it is like one of my like. Put it on. You feeling sad? Put on Ghostbusters.
We're doing pretty good to Ridiculous here. Turn us off. Is this true? Yes.
It's true.
No dick.
I love that. That's my favorite line in the whole movie.
Yeah, I love that. Nobody stomped on the church in my town.
Cats living with dogs. Complete anarchy.
Mass hysteria.
That's it. What's your number 11?
My number 11 is from the king of shock rock himself, Mr. Alice Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah, for Devil Horns. And that's going to be the Ballad of Dwight Fry.
Oh, I don't know this one.
Yeah, it's really good. I guess it's loosely based off of Renfield from Universal's Dracula. It's not obvious at all. I don't think but it's a cool song. It's a really it's probably honestly like one of the scariest songs I've ever heard in my life. This is like my number one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically about this guy who's mentally insane, and it's basically like his innermost thoughts like in this great suit. Just kind of being with himself like in the jail cell, or
Interesting. It reminds me of there's a Warren Zevon song called Excitable Young Boy about a boy who does some like really terrible things. He like bites an usher's leg in the dark, and then he kills a girl and digs up her bones and builds a cage out of them. It's nuts, but it's all very like bright and poppy and like.
Dude, that's
like a Warren Zevon song. Yeah,
that's some fucking like Buffalo Bills right there.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, there's actually another Alice Cooper song called it was something about like bones or something like that. It was like pick up your bones, and it's about this this kid who killed his family, and it's about it's basically him like packing away like the body parts in like in a trash bag. Yeah, it's really messed up.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's from Brutal Planet, which is like, in my opinion, probably Alice's like darkest album. Like
Darkest album.
Yeah, and I love Alice Cooper, but like that song specifically like really disturbed me.
Oh shoot.
But what's your number 10?
Number 10 is a song. This is probably, I think this may be the oldest song on the list. Or it's maybe. It may be the old song list. It's a song from the 60s by a band of like, I guess they were like pushing on the flower power era. It's the Doors, People Are Strange.
Oh,
And I remember
nice.
the first time, I remember the first time I heard it was in The Lost Boys of all places. But
People strange when you're a stranger. You're gonna get a lot of that in this video, guys.
That's perfect. I'm sure everyone will love it.
Yeah, I really like
the real versions later. These are renditions.
I really like the Tiny Tim version of that too.
I don't know if I've never heard the Tiny Tim version. Tiny Tim's a nutso, by the way. But
yeah. Did you ever hear that thing that he
cool.
it was a thing that he was like on Howard Stern, and he got very upset that Howard Stern like blasphemed God.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
There's a movie he was in the mid to late 80s called Blood Harvest, I think is called.
Oh, where you played the clown?
Yeah, where he's the clown.
Yeah.
And it's you've seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. I've heard of it. They're just YouTube channel I like to watch called Double Toasted. And they just talk about like the different stuff like movies, stuff in the news. And they were talking about they're doing like forgotten creepy clown movies in honor of the new It movie. And how it's going. I'm like, what? Tiny Tim is in a creepy clown movie? I mean, it makes sense. He's a weird guy.
He's a weird cat, and it's a weird movie. Not necessarily scary, but just weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
So yeah, I know we went off track, but why do you like People Are Strange? Like, why do you sound?
People Are Strange works really well for me in that it's not an overt like horror song, but it's got a very like the Rockwell one, very creepy vibe, very mellow, very like building into your night, like getting spooky.
Yeah,
you're not like banging the head over.
I feel like the Rockwell song is a lot more horror. Like it's very like kind of X-Files-y, Twilight Zone.
And this one's a little more just like people are weird, man.
Yeah.
I don't like talking to them. I'm a stranger myself. Yeah. And it works really well. It works really well at the beginning of Lost Boys, and it's just one of my go-tos.
Yeah, I need to watch
number 10.
I need to watch Lost Boys.
Have you never seen Lost Boys?
Mm-mm.
Ooh, you should watch Lost Boys. Don't watch any of the sequels. Just watch the first one.
Okay.
It's great.
My number 10 is from the beta believed godfathers of heavy metal, Black Sabbath. Yeah, now devil horns. I'm gonna do the devil horns. Yeah, God bless my soul with that. Don't smite me, God. It's Black Sabbath. The song is gonna be a little Children of the Grave. There's a lot of songs on here, a lot like Alice Cooper, like Rob Zombie, that to me, a lot of Black Sabbath songs are Halloween. And this one is it's no exception. And this is why I went with it, because you got that and then you have Ozzy's voice. Just wailing, and it just sounds like so evil and like really kind of almost satanic, like they're in like a satanic white or like whatever. It's it really puts me in the Halloween mood. And Tony Iommi is like my favorite guitar player of all time.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, my top
That's
three.
An interesting choice too.
Yeah, and my top three of all time for guitar players is Iommi, Prince, because he's Prince, and then Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think Prince would be my top, but to each their own.
Yeah, but well, that's the thing. Like, I remember watching the second Iron Man trailer, and they had the riff, the da da da. I'm like, oh my god, what is this? I just fell in love ever since. But I love Children of the Grave. I think it's such a cool song, really evil,
especially Yeah, especially for Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know what that means. I don't even look at the lyrics of the song, but it has that feeling to it.
Right.
Plus, it's from my favorite Sabbath album, After Reality, which also has like After Forever, which is a cool song about religion.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of questioning it. See, guys, Black Sabbath isn't all satanic. Well, no, really, if you think about it, if you go back to some of their songs like War Pigs or like the song Black Sabbath,
right,
and stuff like that, like when they talk about Satan, like it's always like negative.
Right.
Like
they're not all play the record backwards and they summon a demon sort of thing.
Yeah, well, at the end of War,
some of them are,
like,
but
yeah. Well, the thing about it is, like, at the end of War Pigs, like, basically Ozzy's saying that like Satan is like in control of all this, like all the war. But it's something like negative, like they're not worshiping Satan.
Right.
And I think like Geezer Butler, like the bass player, even said that like he's not really a Satanist. He just finds that kind of stuff kind of fascinating.
Of course.
Yeah, and I'm like that. I find that
want
like,
to see what's out there.
Yeah, like I'm like that too. I think some of that, like the pagan kind of stuff, is interesting. Like I never practiced it, but it's fascinating to learn about. Same thing with Greek mythology. I think Greek mythology is like really interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what's your number 9?
Number 9 is I had a hard time picking which song by this artist for number 9. I almost went with Halloween, and that was like 2 on the nose. But you'll know them because they are on your shirt and your hat right now. It's the Misfits, and it's Die. Yeah, it's Die, My Darling.
Die, my darling.
Which is, I mean, it's a perfect like punk horror.
Yeah.
Just like
every time I hear that song, I cannot get the Metallica version out of my head.
Oh shoot, I forgot Metallica did a version of it.
It feels like voices is so iconic when he did the Die, my darling. And you have that classic.
Prefer the. I'm a Misfits Danzig fan all the way. And so like it's just like the perfect like spooky sort of like Misfits are doing what Rob Zombie does like years and decades before, and so like it's just that sort of like mashup between 50s horror and like punk rock, and it's perfect.
Devil horns. So you're Danzig over Graves, right?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I like Graves more.
Yeah, that's fair. I go back and forth.
Yeah, because I think with Graves, like they're kind of more like pop punk. And I like more like the poppy. Like I like punk that's like energetic, but I like more like the Green Day, like Ramones kind of stuff.
Right. No, for sure. I mean, there are that's the thing with like punk music. There's like multiple flavors, and you can find which one kind of fits your best thing. It's like any kind of like rock music. Like there's all kinds of like subgenres within genres. Like you can get into like acid rock and shit like that. You know, there's any you got a taste for something, they got a flavor for it.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting that we have a lot of like hard rock, like metal songs on our list, because I think metal and like horror has a lot in common.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's very like outsider music. It's not very mainstream, even though it's starting to become that a little bit more. And there's so many subgenres, like anybody can get into it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, exactly.
Well, my aunt doesn't like horror movies, but she loves Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I work at Staples. If you guys remember, we have this thing there where we when you can write stuff and you hit the button and it erases it all. So I've been trying to do like horror quotes every time I go in. So today was it places the lotion in the basket or else gets the hose again. Which is probably not the most appropriate thing to write at work considering. But it goes away.
It goes away. Yeah.
Inadvertently. But I guess we'll go to my number 9. Another one made famous by a movie, and that's going to be Van Morrison's Moondance.
Oh, okay.
Which was which was played during the sex scene in American Werewolf in London.
Yes.
Hi, Dad.
That's why you like the song.
No, I just like it because it's kind of like cool. It's kind of sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, I put it on my sex playlist. If I ever, got a girl. So it's like way too far. No, I just like it. It just sounds good. It's not like as creepy or scary as like some of the other ones, but it kind of puts in that Halloween mood.
Of course, and like American Werewolf and American Werewolf was like it played with all those like genres within the context of it like being so horrific. Like there's Blue Moon and there's that song. I think there's one more in there too.
Was like the only like Moon song in that movie where like the lyrical content actually made sense like for the scene.
Of course.
It was funny. I watched that movie late one night, like last October, and I got to the sex scene. Now, usually when my mom's in the house, I kind of fast forward through those things just in case, if she walks in. But like I figured like she was in bed. It's like she was like asleep by then. So like I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, because it's thought like a basically like a porn movie from that era. Yeah. So, it's not.
They don't shy away.
Like I mean, you see like side boob and then like he goes down on her and she like orgasms basically. It's not as bad as like some other stuff. So like I'm watching this and I'm thinking, if my mom comes in here and watching me watch this scene, she's gonna be like, Drew, why are you watching 80s porn? I'm like, it's American Werewolf.
I'm sure that's what would happen. She'd come in and demand immediately why you were watching vintage pornography.
Yeah, it would be funny. Like it would be funny if she like walked in like right when she was having the orgasm.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, man! Like I feel like anytime when I was younger, like anytime a sex scene would come on or something like that, my mom would immediately walk in. Like someone could get their head torn off, and like no one would care. But then like as soon as there was like any form of nudity, like they were just like, "What are you watching? Turn that off."
Yeah, well, she's like probably gonna watch this and be the same to me. Oh, funny story. So I was watching Mindhunter.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the it's about like this it's in the 70s about these FBI agents who like interview like serial killers to figure them out.
Right.
One of the main FBI agents, Wendy, she's actually a like a lesbian, and there's like a subplot when she's like having a relationship with another woman, and there's a part where like it's abrupt, like where they're like having sex, and like you hear them like climaxing or whatever, and as soon as that happened, like my mom walked in the room, like, oh shit, I didn't know that was gonna come up. I'm so sorry. And again, I had no problem like myself watching those scenes. This is
of course not.
It's Laura.
Right, with your mom.
Yeah.
Right. What's your number 9? We'll move on past sex scenes.
No, it's actually your number 8.
Wait, that was my number 10? No, that was my number. Oh, it's mine. Wait, it's mine. My number 8? Perfect. This one may be the poppiest song on my list.
Okay.
But it's I guess it's poppy. I mean, it's the most popular probably song that's on here right now. It's AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Because the song rocks, and it's a
Halloween song. But that's
why do I consider it a Halloween song?
I would.
Hell. I mean, you wouldn't consider it a Halloween song?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not judging you or saying
Oh, it sounds like you're judging me, Drew.
No, because like when I think of like songs, for me personally, when I think of songs to listen to on Halloween, it's not necessarily like thematic stuff. It's more kind of like the feel, like the sound, and then it didn't sound creepy enough or spooky enough.
Right. This is one that if you have in a party full of like a mixed company sort of friends over, or you're hanging out with some people, and not all of them are into the spooky thing, or they're just down having fun. This is one to kind of like to put on that everybody knows.
Oh yeah.
This is always one that's a crowd pleaser. That's what I was trying to get towards. Is like,
wait the hell.
Yeah.
It's
And you're still dealing with like hell and like all of the satanic things we were talking about earlier. But
well,
it's just
not like about hell, it's about being on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Which
But
is
yeah, that's my number 8. I guess it doesn't count, but that's fine.
No, it counts. It's on the list. I just want to put it on a playlist for Halloween, personally.
That's fair. I would put it on a playlist for Halloween. In fact, it's on my playlist for Halloween.
Well, it was funny because like a lot of Christian group basically posted that song because of the title, but like it's about being on the road, and that's hell.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, hell can have many connotations. Roads can have many connotations as well.
Well, it didn't help that Angus had the devil horns, every time he played that song.
Of course.
Yeah, but I think he just did it to piss people off.
Oh, easily. I mean, all like their whole shtick, especially back then, was definitely about pissing off parents.
Yeah, hell, I do it. But
yeah. What's your number 8?
My number 8 is funny because of the last one, but it's Werewolves of London, which is classic.
It's classic. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I just like it because it mentions Lon Chaney, and he's awesome.
Lon Chaney,
my favorite.
Yeah,
my favorite Universal monster.
Werewolves of London. It's a classic song.
Yeah.
You could make the argument that's not a horror song either, but
Yeah, but it's about horror themes.
That's fair. Talking about werewolves, talking about monsters.
Yeah. And again, I'm not, saying that you were wrong with the How the Hell one, but but my whole thing was, even if it's not about overtly about horror, like it is still kind of had a creepy kind of sound, like Moondance. It's still kind of creepy.
Of course.
Yeah, that's me. What's your number? What's your number 7?
Number 7. This one might be the oldest one, and this one is it's more. This is kind of playing off of the People Are Strange sort of thing. It's a little more slower. And it's played in quite a few movies, but it's Donovan's Season of the Witch. Yeah. And so it's just a slow burn. It's a nice creep song to kind of put on, and you don't have to worry about like it's never moving too fast, so you're just kind of easing in. And it's kind of spooky. Most of mine are just kind of spooky. Mine aren't like full on dismembering people. Although I almost put that Warren Zevon one on there about the kid. I kind of wish they did now. Yeah,
I like that one. That almost went on the list, but I kind of want to talk about it a little bit more.
It may be a little high on my list. Maybe a little lower, but
I like that one. There's a really funny parody I saw from this guy named Tony Goldmark. He does like theme park videos from like Universal and Disney. And when Disney did the Season of the Force, when Force Awakens was coming out, when he was gonna do like a video about that, and at the beginning he actually did a parody called Season of the Force, like to the tune of Season of the Witch. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Nice. You check that out.
Yeah. Also, another song I like by Donovan. I really like Hurdy Gurdy Man.
Hurdy Gurdy Man's a classic too.
Yeah, from Zodiac.
Yeah, Zodiac. He's got a lot of hits. I wouldn't consider all of them super creepy, like this one or probably the one from Zodiac, Hurdy Gurdy Man. But like Donovan, he's doing okay.
Yeah,
was doing okay. I assume he's not alive anymore. But
what's
your number 7?
My number 7 is a punk version of a classic song from Rocky Horror Picture Show, Science Fiction Double Feature. Yeah.
Who does the cover? Who does the cover?
A punk band. It's actually a cover punk band called Me First and the Gimme Gimmes.
Oh, never heard of them. That sounds great.
Check them out. They're my sister, she used to do dance lessons, and we became like really good friends with his family, whose daughter did this was in the same dance class, and we hung out, and he actually introduced me to Me First in the Gimme Gimmes.
Huh,
Also
nice.
on Flatfoot 56.
Flatfoot 56. Flatfoot 56. Flatfoot 56 sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're really good too. I like
Nice.
this more than the original because it's a lot more energetic, and I love playing it on the guitar. Like it just
Of course,
has, like the way because it did this thing where at the beginning of at the during the verse where it does like that cool like when you press down the strings and then you press up, you kind of do like the mute thing. Like with like I love that. It's so much fun to play.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my number 7. What's your number 6?
Number 6 is going back to punk again. This is although this is probably their most like maybe well-known song, maybe not. It's the one that they charted the highest with whenever it came out was Pet Sematary by the Ramones.
Ooh, I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
And it's not I wouldn't say it's probably my favorite Ramones song, but it is the one that I play around like Halloween because it's it's Pet Sematary and it's great. And and honestly the first movie still holds up. Herman Munster is the grandpa.
Way better.
Which one?
The book is way better. The Pet Sematary.
Yeah. I've heard the book is way better. I've never read Pet Sematary, but I've heard that the book is way better because they completely gloss over a lot of stuff from in that first movie.
Signing for me, like here's a signing like book, and then here's like the thing like Kubrick movie. It's not about so close. Here it is, like Pet Sematary, like 2 good adaptations, even better book.
That's fair.
Yeah. I was surprised to hear the cover of it during the remake. I did not think that.
Right. I was surprised by it too. Yeah. I was hoping they would just bring it back.
Well, the thing about it is like the song is kind of hokey, but like in a fun way, like a fun Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kind of way. Right. But this new, like much like the original, but this new one was a lot more darker. So it was interesting. I didn't notice this until like maybe like the umpteenth time I've listened to it. Like the lyrics actually like talk about the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I follow past. I thought the line said I follow Pascal somewhere or whatever.
No, yeah, it's a great because a lot of songs that they make from movies are just kind of hit the tone of the movie maybe, or they may just be about something completely different. Like Pet Sematary is basically the movie in a song form. And if you don't like the movie, you can just listen to the song in like 3 minutes and pretty much get the whole thing.
Yeah, I almost put it on here, but there's other songs. I'm like, oh, I gotta put that one on there.
Yeah.
So it was really hard.
That's fair.
I'm glad you put it on there, so now we can talk.
Yeah. So far, also too, before you say your number 6, we haven't had any that are the same right now, which is crazy. I figured we'd have at least one.
Yeah, some of my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
But
I have some honorable mentions. I have some honorable mentions as well.
I have a shit ton of honorable mentions.
I limited it to 4 because if I kept going, I was just gonna keep adding until we had like 30 of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go rapid fire on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your number 6?
My number 6 is a classic like 90s like metal song from not the godfather of sock rock, but the grandson of sock rock, and that'll be Rob Zombie.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little Dracula.
Classic. It's a good one.
Through the witches and dig, through the distance and drag in the back of my
To me, I'm a White Zombie fan over full Rob Zombie. I know, I like both too.
Well, they're kind of both the same for me.
Do I know?
They're kind of both the same for me. They sound the same.
A bit. Yeah. But I always love. I almost put More Human Than Human on here, and I did for some reason at the very end. I was like, no, I can't put.
More human than human. More human than human. Don't you want to see
That's my
Metallica?
go-to.
Don't you want to see Metallica do a cover of that?
Oh yeah,
That'd be pretty badass.
they should do it. Why are they not? Why have they not done it?
Come on, James Mars, do it.
Come on, calling you out, calling you out. You'll see this.
One thing I love about Rob Zombie's music is that like his lyrics don't really make that much sense, but like it's atmospheric, like Alice
Oh yeah,
or like the Misfits, like Rob Zombie is Halloween.
of course, yeah, and it's just always this like driving, this very like driving guitar bass, like
Right.
always propelling forward, and it's hard not to resist. It's super catchy.
Yep. What's your number 5?
Ooh, number 5. And I put it number 5 because I used to love the music video. It was one of my go-to favorite ones for a long time, And the artist, we won't get into any controversy about the artist or anything, but my number 5 is Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Ooh.
Because to me that's like Halloween. Like John Landis directed the music video, and like I can't separate the two in my mind. Yeah, like I can't separate the two in my mind. Like the music video and the song are like interchangeable. You've got Vincent Price doing like a cameo voiceover in it.
He was also on Welcome to My Nightmare by Alice.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he
was that him? I didn't realize. Okay, shit. Okay.
Yeah, well, the song right before Black Widow, he had a whole monologue where he's like a tour guide for like a zoo.
Right.
Yeah, and he goes to like the Black Widow exhibit, and he like goes like on this really long like diatribe about the Black Widow, and it's really creepy. And the song Black Widow is like really creepy too.
Of course, always is.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, like
so fucking creepy about that song Black Widow. And then like Alice Cooper basically like worships the Black Widow as like a god or like a deity. Like it's
oh yeah,
it's so creepy.
I mean, Black Widows are terrifying. I don't like spiders, so
yeah, I don't like spiders at all.
Terrifying. I don't either.
My mom freaks the fuck out when there's a spider in the house. I don't like them either, but like I'm like that with like bees and wasps and hornets.
I'll deal with the wasp or hornet. I'll deal with the cockroach. I don't want to deal with the spider.
Yeah. Anyway, Thriller, great song.
Thriller, love it.
Didn't put it on here. Also didn't do Monster Mash. Again, great songs, but a little bit too obvious. They're too classic. I want to talk about other songs.
Sure.
Yeah, but my number 5, I'm actually gonna sing the beginning of it because everybody knows it.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I don't know what this is.
Dead Man's Party. Oingo Boingo.
Oh shoot.
You don't know?
I do know Dead Man's Party. I almost put this one on the list too. I almost put like a couple of Danny Elfman like things on here, and then I ultimately took them all off.
Yeah, I love this song.
That's great.
Yeah, it just
yeah.
Yeah, it's another one of the songs like somebody's watching me. It's just a good party song.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's fun. It doesn't. You don't have to get too dark. So like it's just like a fun, having a good time, eating some candy, watching, getting ready to watch some scary movies.
Yep. Waiting for my invitation to Alive. Going to a party where no one there's alive.
Dead Man's Party.
Yeah, wasn't that? I haven't seen this movie, but wasn't that in one of Jim Carrey's first movie where he's just a vampire? It was called
First Bitten.
Yeah.
Once Bitten.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in there or not. It's been years since I've seen Once Bitten.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I think I saw like a clip on YouTube.
That sounds about right. It sounds like it would be.
I love Danny Elfman. I think he has a fantastic voice. He's definitely probably my second favorite composer.
Okay.
John Williams is number 1, obviously.
Yeah, right.
Number 2 is either between Jerry Goldsmith, because that Rudy score really gets me right here, or Danny Elfman.
It's good. It's a good score. I do love Danny Elfman's scores. I don't know if I'd make him number 2, but They're always, and it's always surprising when he does stuff that's not like horror related or like basically anything that's not Tim Burton. Say again.
Ennio Morricone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's really.
Ennio Morricone. Oh yeah, no, I love it. All of this stuff, like all the.
Yeah, Ecstasy of Gold is like my top 5 like favorite song from a movie or score from a movie.
No, I love them. Yeah, all those, like all the Man with No Name trilogy stuff, like all the spaghetti westerns from like the 60s and 70s.
Well, because that song Ecstasy of Gold is used when Metallica's going on stage.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I went to go see them, and they said like the club, on the jumbotron, and then they do the do do. I'm like, oh my god, Metallica's coming out. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I know we're stalling all that.
Ah, that's all good.
What's your number 4?
Number 4. This one is this one's sort of like an 80s classic. It came out before they got super popular later on, but it is Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads.
That's a good one.
Because it's got a sick bass line.
Psycho Killer.
It's good, and it's like I love the Talking Heads. I think they are like super talented, like this new wave post-punk sort of. Yeah, no, and I love them. And this is off like one of their first albums. This is like near the beginning of their career, and it still holds up. Played every Halloween because who doesn't like a Psycho Killer?
Yeah, I apparently the singer of that band, he has Asperger's or like autism, like I do.
David Burns, yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
he's out there making music, doing his thing.
Yeah, I like that song Once in a Lifetime.
Mm-hmm. That's when they like hit their like peak.
Yeah.
When they were like full on. I would recommend listening to some Talking Heads. I love them. Remaining Lights.
Where's my beautiful house?
Yeah. they're definitely
my nice automobile.
Right. They definitely make some weird songs, but
I feel like that song is all about like consumerism.
Some of it is, yeah. I think it's the movement of time and how we, they did make a lot of songs about consumerism because it was in the 80s, and 80s was full of.
Why was that though?
Why was there's a lot of consumerist stuff in the 80s? Because that was the MO. Like we had Reagan in office, and people were being yuppies and spending money, right?
Sorry. I'm not gonna say even political stuff. I just wanted that he was big in the 80s.
No political stuff. What's your number 4?
I just want to say one thing about that whole thing.
Okay.
Like, I think we came off like Vietnam, which was like really dark time for us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
we were like everything was
back like more of a fun time.
Everyone was doing better financially, for the most part. Most affluent white people were doing better financially. So
yeah, that's a whole thing.
Yeah, we don't want to dig in that can of worms. So let's what's number 4?
My number 4, if you didn't already tell, is a Misfits song. Not necessarily my favorite. It actually is my favorite. It's gonna be Scream.
Oh, nice. That's a nice choice.
Yeah, love the music video. I think it's probably one of my favorite music videos of all time.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an 80s horror movie. Like you got very only like dressed up as a zombie chasing the nurse in the hospital.
Man, there were so many Misfits songs that I dug through before I finally landed on the one that I picked. Like, I almost picked that one. I almost picked Halloween. I almost picked Last Caress because it's so messed up, but I ultimately did.
Yeah. So again, I can't sing that song without sounding James Hetfield from Metallica. It's like so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, and I know this is gonna be controversial. I think every Metallica cover is better than the original.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Maybe, yeah. I think all of them. My opinion, probably the fanboy in me.
That's fair.
Yeah, Scream's a good song. Music video directed by George Romero. We froze up again.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, the music video is directed by George Romero.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, well, apparently, because it's Michael Graves, the singer at that time. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, he's a pretty big douchebag, and he decided not to show up to the shoot, which I pissed everybody off. And they're like, "No, it's George Romero, like Night Dead."
And he was just like, "I ain't coming."
Screw you guys. Yeah. So what's your number 3?
Number 3 is it's a song that I love listening to outside of Halloween. But it is Superstition by Stevie Wonder.
Oh, good one.
It's got a nice like grooving beat to it. It's not necessarily like the scariest song or the most horror related song, but
it's a party song.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's just like a nice like grooving song that you can listen to.
Running on the rock. Sorry, it's my terrible singing voice.
No, you did great. I thought you were Stevie Wonder for a second.
Yeah, really? My friend's a big my best friend in the whole wide world, Quentin Day. Shout out if you're watching this. He's a big Stevie Wonder fan.
Love Stevie Wonder. And I wanted to include him somewhere. And this is like one of my this is like one of my favorite songs. This is a really good album too. It's off of too, but like it's just one of my favorite songs. I listen to it all the time, regardless of Halloween. But as soon as Halloween comes on, it's like perfect for the weather.
Yeah, it was funny. I think the first time I heard this song, it was actually the Raven Simone version from Haunted Mansion.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard that version.
Yeah, because of course, it's a Disney movie, and so it was big for the Deaths of Raven, which was like one of my favorite series at the time. I was to let you guys know, before I got into like rock and metal, like other genres, I was a huge like Disney Channel guy. Like I was into like Jonas Brothers and like Hannah Montana.
Yeah, no, do you think?
Yeah. So I remember like watching like the behind the scenes of that, and she was saying that like it was a cover of a classic song, and like it was an honor to like cover it and all that stuff. And it's kind of funny how like the song called Superstitious, but like Eddie Murphy in the movie's not really superstitious, how it gets into the haunted. Great. I did not expect that one at all.
It almost became number 1, but I found 2 more. I found 2 more that I liked more. So number 3 for you.
One more number 3. This has been killing me. What's up with the cow on your shirt?
What's up with the cow on my shirt? It's just a cow. It says "utterly cool" underneath it, and I found it at Goodwill, and I love it. I love this shirt.
Well, I got a Misfits shirt on. I fit this thing.
Right. I don't have any Misfits shirts. Otherwise, I'd be wearing one of those. I also didn't have any like. I don't think I have any like band shirts right now. I think all of my ones got holes in them and fell apart. So.
Christmas is coming up soon, so you might get lucky.
Oh, maybe so. Yeah. So I went with the cow today.
Yeah. My number 3 is from an artist I don't particularly like a lot. I don't like his music. I think he's a pretty interesting person. And that is the cover of "This Is Halloween" by Marilyn Manson.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the Jack Skellington song, the Marilyn Manson version of it. Okay.
Yeah, I love that. Well, it's not Jack Clement, but it's like the song at the beginning of the movie.
Right.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
why do you like this song?
Yeah, there was a whole album called Nightmare Revisited, which is like cover songs of.
Right.
I can't remember who did Jack Clement. That's actually my favorite song in the whole movie. But I freaking love "This Is Halloween" by Marilyn Manson. Like it's like, to me, that's Halloween. That's like more Halloween than like the original version of the song. Like,
true, yeah, no.
Marilyn Manson's kind of creepy, anyways, and you got like, that song on there, and plus, I don't love the movie like everybody else does, but I really like enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I really really like Time Before Christmas, but I go back and forth between is it a Christmas movie, is it a Halloween movie, is it just somewhere in between? I almost put it on. I almost put that song on there too, but I was like, that's too obvious. So I like that you included it and found a way to make it fun. Nightmare Before Christmas. That's it.
All right, so what's your number two?
Number two is this is where we finally like link up. This is we share one, and it's Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London.
Yeah. Bum, bum,
Uh,
bum, 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 bum.
Again, all of my I feel like most of my picks have been like super bright, and like not necessarily poppy, but just like just kind of like more party vibe, I guess. But like I love this song. It's a lot of fun.
Having a good time.
Drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's. It's his hair was perfect. It's that little burp after it comes after that makes me laugh like every time.
I read in Famous Monsters one time. Famous Monsters Land, if you didn't get that. I read in there that that this song is actually about a male prostitute, apparently.
Oh, that sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Werewolves of London. What else can we say? We've talked about it already.
Well, if the piano intro sounds familiar, Kid Rock used it in one of the songs.
Oh, did it? Didn't know.
Yeah, I think it was the summertime song. They uses
Oh yes, I do know what you're talking about. That one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Yeah.
My number two is a novelty song. It's actually the scariest novelty song that I've ever heard in my life. And this is
okay.
Classic, what?
I said okay. All right, go for it.
It's the classic spooky, scary skeletons.
yes.
To me, like I know this is number two, but like besides like Monster Max and like Thriller, like this is Halloween, like for me. Like I freaking love this song. It's so creepy.
Oh, it's weird. It's like super weird, especially like it being such like a weird jingle. Like it feels almost like it was like a part of like an advertisement campaign in like the 60s or 50s or something like that.
Well, Freeform, formerly known as ABC Family, last year they used it during their 31 Nights of Halloween campaign.
Nice.
Yeah, and I thought it fit. Like, I mean, it's kind of a cult song.
Oh yeah. No, but it's perfect.
I don't know if it was popular in the 50s or the 60s, but it's definitely popular now.
Oh yeah, definitely came back around. I hope they're getting residuals for it because I feel like I hear it every Halloween now.
Yeah. So that's my number two. What's your number one?
Number one is a song by a band that I love. Going back into punk, but this is more like psychobilly sort of punk, like this mashup between like punk and like hillbilly rock.
Let me guess. Stray Cat.
Okay. No, it's not.
Stray Cat Strut.
This one is it's a song by the Cramps, and it was featured in a movie called Return of the Living Dead, and it's called Surfin' Dead. And it's this weird. Oh, it's so good. You have to check it out. So it's this weird. It's this weird like surfer vibe like song about just like zombies. And
okay.
It's perfect. It's my perfect Halloween song because it's like a lot of songs on my list, they're all like pretty accessible and like bright and happy, and because we're all having fun on Halloween. But it's got a nice groove to dance to, and it's also just like weird and creepy and
well, eating brains and stuff. It is like the big song from that movie is "Party Time" by Grave 45.
Oh yeah. Also, that soundtrack, it's killer. I almost just said like Return of the Living Dead soundtrack was number one.
I would have accepted it.
Yeah.
I just watched that movie the first time.
Oh, I love it. I watch it like every Halloween. I've already watched it once this year. I may watch it again.
So much.
The sequel is okay.
Yeah.
It's basically the same movie again. The third one's not bad though.
Well,
The
they set
third
it up
one
for a
is
sequel.
say again now.
They set it up for a sequel.
They did set up for a sequel, and I feel like it's almost it's like an Evil Dead situation, and I almost feel like they watched Evil Dead 2, and they were just like, we can just do this again, and they do almost the exact same thing for the sequel.
Yeah, that movie's awesome. You have freaking like zombies attacking police, like just tearing up police officers. You have like the tar zombie. You have you have a hot punk chick dancing on grape tombstones. It's awesome. What more do you want?
Trash. Yeah. Oh no, it's great. It's like it's the most fun you can have watching a zombie movie, and it's I'm pretty sure it's directed, or it's at least written by like Dan O'Bannon, who of Alien fame.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And the movie's pretty punk rock too.
Oh yeah. Classic soundtrack, killer soundtrack, and a killer fun movie. Also, it's the first time I think I've seen running zombies in a movie, which they became popular years later. Some of them shuffle, some of them shamble, but there's like the new dead ones will like move real fast, like they run and like overtake the ambulance guy. So, but yeah, Return of the Living Dead, Surfing Dead, The Cramps.
Yep, check it out. My number one is not the most obvious one. It's a popular song. It was featured in like a really iconic '90s horror movie. If you guys remember what I said, this is actually the scariest song I've ever like listened to in my life. The sound of it is not scary, but the lyrics are like terrifying. And that's gonna be from rock icon Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, and the song is Red Right Hand.
Knew it was coming.
Yeah,
I had a feeling it was going to be on there somewhere.
Yeah, I love this song. Like, it's so good. Like I said, I was really into like the Disney Channel stuff. Kind of got into like rock and like other stuff. Got into Prince. Now I'm starting to get into like more sophisticated music. You know, with more like smarter lyrics, like Lou Reed and like Nick Cave, and stuff like that. I love this song. It's about a serial killer, maybe. You can maybe interpret it as like it being the Antichrist. I've heard somebody say that they thought it was about Randall Flagg from the Stephen King.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what can I say about the song? Just the layering is like amazing. You know, it starts out with the boom, 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 and then like each like verse, or like every second verse, like there's the
oh yeah, that gong hit, like that bong, so good.
Yeah. Well, the boom, boom, boom reminds me of the Psycho Sour scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But the Psycho Sour scene, if you listen to it, it sounds like a stab. It sounds like stabbing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So kind of like this, it sounds like boom, 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 and then like that gong, like sounds like the final death blow.
Right.
And I don't like the whole thing in the middle, like go meow, meow, meow.
It's good. Solid. Yeah. It's a perfect number one pick.
Yeah, I think my the one lyric that really like freaked me out, and like when I told myself, okay, I don't like this song, I fucking love this song, is when it's a lyric that goes you're just one cog in his catastrophic plan.
Oh shoot.
That's so creepy, and it makes sense for Scream and like Billy Loomis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a perfect song for that movie for sure.
Yeah. I think
I also heard that song. Sorry, go ahead.
There's actually a fan film being made of Scream called Red Right Hand.
Oh, nice. I've also heard that Red Right Hand is a song about masturbation.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know if it's true or not.
Well, the answer with myself is about masturbation. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I believe
Well,
it,
I
but that's just what I
can
heard.
attest to that. I can attest to that. I'm just hearing all my dirty laundry right now.
But a perfect way to end this video.
Yeah, so what's from honorable mentions?
Oh, honorable mentions. Yeah, let me pull them up. I only did 4. So I'll run them off real quick. I really wanted to throw Monster Mash in, but I regret I didn't do it. So Monster Mash was on there. I would pick it. Heads Will Roll by Yeah Yeah Yeahs. What now?
What is it?
Heads Will Roll by Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Ghost Town by the Specials.
Oh,
And
good
then,
one.
That's a good one. I almost put that in. I almost made it too. And then the last one is John Carpenter's Halloween by Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor, which is like a 7-minute version of the theme from Halloween by the two guys who do like a lot of movie scores now. And it's pretty amazing.
I'm familiar with Trent Reznor and like David Fincher's movies, and I know some like Nine Inch Nails songs. Was this for a particular like Halloween movie, or just for fun?
This was just for fun. They came out on like Sacred Bones Records. I think they just wanted to do it, and it came out as like a single. Like that's all. It's not attached to anything big or anything like that. But it's worth checking out.
All right, so I'm just gonna speed through my honorable mentions.
Okay.
Thriller, Monster Mash, Ghostbusters, classic. A Nightmare on My Street, Fresh Prince, Psycho Killer.
I almost put that on there too. I almost put it on there too.
If Black Magic Woman, Charles Santana, Round Bones, Somebody's Watching Me, Frankenstein, Edgar Winter, Pet Cemetery, Adam Family, The Monsters theme, Video Wild, Superstition, Spooky, Hellbound on My Trail, Robert Johnson, Godfather of Blues, Enter Sandman, The Great Pumpkin Waltz, Dig Up Her Bones, Man with the Hacks, Howling for You, Vampire Blues, Ghost Town, People Strange, Bad Things, Angel Rich, Keep Halloween Alive, Evil Woman, Mr. Spider, Stray Cat Strut, I Put a Spell on You, Terror in the Haunted House, Dance Macabre by Ghost, Season of the Wish, Dream Warriors, I Was a Teenage Werewolf, Bark at the Moon, Bela Lugosi's Dead, underrated song, check it out.
Oh yeah, no, Bauhaus. I almost put that on there too.
Yeah, in a really weird 80s vampire movie with David Bowie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, The Hunger? Yeah.
Real quick, I watched that movie a couple of Octobers ago.
Yeah.
And, like on the classic movie channel. And there's like straight up nudity in that movie. And I'm like, there are boobs in this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's I think it's Tony Scott directed it. Yeah. It's Ridley Scott's brother. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you also get to see David Bowie's ass in that movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna say like I'm straight, but he has a nice ass. I'm not gonna lie.
He's got a nice booty. What can I say? Good for David Bowie.
Yeah. So I put a whole bunch of Iron Maiden songs on here, so I'm just gonna go through them. Fear the Dark, Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden, Killers, Transylvania. Then we got none of Metallica, Call of Cthulhu, Time Warp, the Tenacious D version. Yeah. Kind of creepy song. I put Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh yeah. Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah.
I'm a little pedophile-ist, but
probably.
Yeah, especially if you watch the musical Into the Woods, then that whole little that it like really plays into that. Another different one, Bound of the Hell by Meatloaf. It's a fun song.
Oh man, yeah. Bound of the Hell. That's a great album too.
Gone in the morning, gone. I fucking love Meatloaf.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. Dude, I want one of my dream like movies I want to make is like a 70s like rock musical. I want to open on that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Count me in.
Yeah, and then newer song, the newest song on my list is from the new movie Halloween Kills, and it's by Ghost, and it's called Hunter's Moon.
I just watched it. I don't remember that song.
Yeah, it's at the very end of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. It's really cool.
All right, done.
Yeah, I almost put Ghost on here, but it was kind of hard. Yeah, I really like Ghost, even though they're straight paranoid. Yeah, but that's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good being that. I like Ghost.
Yeah.
When I first saw them, I thought they were kind of more like Black Sabbath, but if you really listen to them, they're more bluish or cool. They're more melodic.
Right. Which is fun. It's easier to listen to. You don't have to.
I like the whole
headbang to it.
Yeah, I like the whole thing where it's like the lead singer Tavares Forge. It's like he's like a satanic like preacher, and he keeps changing. Like it's like, oh, this is his grandfather, his son, his father. Like, always like that kind of thing. I thought that was kind of interesting. Like, there's a story behind it.
Of course, yeah. It's always more interesting when there's a little meat on its bones.
Yeah, but
behind the curtain.
But thank you for making this video for me.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to be on here. I will say, I think we'll post these in the chat, or at least on the video, a link to
send me a
playlist.
Yeah, just listen to your songs, and I'll make a playlist on YouTube.
Done. We'll do. But yeah, thanks for having me on, and thanks everybody for watching. This was a lot of fun. Hope you like the music, and have a good Halloween.
Yep. Happy Halloween, guys. I just want to say you one more thing that I bought recently, and we have talked about this. I finally threw down the money for it. They had it at Target.
Oh shoot!
About House of Leaves.
Oh, nice! You did it.
Yeah.
Have you started reading it yet?
No. It's
okay.
5 years. Dude, I opened it up and I saw how big the chapters were and like the wordplay. I'm like, oh my god, why the hell did I buy this?
Oh yeah, it's nuts. I've never read it, but I flipped through it and go like, oh my god, I don't even know how to decipher some of this.
Yeah, it's gonna sit there and haunt me for like 5 years.
Yeah, right. It'll sit there. You'll wait on it. You'll eventually get around to it, and then go like, why didn't I read this sooner? That's always the way of it.
Yeah, but thank you for watching the video. Hope you guys have a happy Halloween. I got a few more reviews coming out. I got The Great Pumpkin. I got Hocus Pocus, and I got Halloween.
Nice.
So stay tuned for that.
Classics.
Yeah. This is Drew from Horror Sci-Fi and Beyond. Signing out. Bye.